You are a yummy English breakfast, and we are looking at the Donaldo Trump with Kamala Harris election odds, friends. Donaldo is about 50% here on Poly Market. Kamala's at 48%. This is coming off the back of the news that RFK, so Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has officially suspended his campaign and endorsed Donaldo Trump. So Donaldo, friends, pretty much is absorbing, I guess, the votes of RFK, which is kind of weird because Donaldo's percentages went down. How did your percentages go down if the guy is meant to go and give the votes? I don't know. Did everybody get the hint? We'll see. RFK, friends, obviously very pro-Bitcoin. He owns Bitcoin. He wants the US Fed to buy, or the US government to buy, same thing, right? It is the same thing. To buy 500 BTC per day. So he's super pro-Bitcoin, and it's just, it's kind of amazing. Bitcoin Maxis, what reality do you live in, man? Like, you know, 3 to 5% of the population vote. It does end up pretty much, unfortunately, going to waste. But they get the point. So they're now moving along. Now it's pretty much going to be Donaldo versus Kamala Harris. Is RFK going to convince his voter base to pretty much just give it all to Donald Trump? Hopefully, it's more than 50-50, which means it's a net benefit because, look, man, these Democrats, friends, I don't know what the hell's going on. Just think about this, okay? Imagine you're losing in the polls and you have to fake them. Okay, number one, you're rigging them. Number one. But number two, you know Donald Trump is pro-crypto. It's so easy to grab our votes, man. It is so easy. I know I'm going to play some pump music just to, remind everybody what we're here for. Green candles. It makes you think, man, what are they smoking? You're telling me that you can't see the power of friendship and kindness when it comes to the rest of the crypto industry just yelling at you every day, going, hey, just give us something. Give us something. I guess, look, when November 5th comes along, friends, it's pretty much going to be very apparent how the stock market is reacting to that. And don't forget those odds, though, right? If the US Fed's now pivoting with a 25 basis point cut, and there's another sugar rush coming, and there is a 90% chance of re-election if the stock market goes up into that election, right, in the 90-day period, it still makes it a close call. However, ultimately, you know, at the end of the day, they're still printing money, man. The global liquidity index is still rising. And that's all that matters. Remember, friends, I was reporting to you recently as well. We saw that the global liquidity index, friends, it's obviously that central bank money printing, government, whatever the hell they want to do with the different three-letter words this time. Arthur Hayes showed us in his lovely article that he's calculated it. It's between 300 billion and 1.2 trillion of stimulus ready to come in and pump markets. Yes, they don't say pump markets, but we know that's exactly what's happening. So Bitcoin, friends, is starting to repeat that fractal from the zombie virus. As you can see, this is the Bitcoin price chart. The next thing it needs to do is pretty much go up and then I guess sideways, screw everybody up. It comes and does something here. Then we have a bit of the... This is funny. Where I am right now, this is the US election. This is a US election right here. And then it would continue going up. That'd be kind of crazy if that happens. But, you know, it's probably going to grind along the highs if we get there because not everybody is going to be fully convinced until they get, I guess, certainty as to who actually is the next president. Because whether or not you're a crypto person or not, it really does matter in terms of those tax rates, man. Because if they're forecasting the next 4 years, friends, and they go, okay, your route to pay off the debt is just to jack up the capital gains rate, people get more bearish and they move money around, they change asset classes, they do different things when it comes to that. And not everybody wants to make a giant decision. Here's a post from Zoran Cole, friends. So Zoran Cole, obviously, he's got $10 million plus. He was a big trader. He literally says he had $2.8 million of a loss. He's about $2 million. Okay, I give up, bulls win. It's kind of funny just to see this guy publicly come out and just trade like this. But obviously, I've got to remind you, it is possible he's hedged on another account. So if you're hedged on another account, if you're long on one account, you can be short on the other. And they just show you whichever one's in profit. And then if it's a bigger position, you can just gain on the engagement. So you pretty much, because the numbers are real, they're on the Bybit leaderboard, but it's only one exchange. Okay, you don't know that, but it could be real, man. He could just have 20 million in his account. It's well, man, I've taken a big hit. I've lost 2 mil, which is actually enormous, man. That's losing a 10% hit. That's enormous. Normally, you're meant to only lose 1 or 2%. But I guess we'll see how it plays out from here. Maybe people will do digging. It was also interesting. I saw Zach XBT DM him. Not sure why. I guess we'll see why later on. Also, friends, I want to throw you a friendly reminder. Please just, man, look, I just want to disappear. Okay, so you got to stick with communities that hold the line, friends. Look at this. I've lost quite a bit of money and my portfolio is almost reduced to zero. I once had nearly 100,000 euros and I didn't withdraw any. It would have been enough to change my life. I don't remember the last time I felt happy. I thought it could help me have a more peaceful life. Maybe find myself, travel, I don't know. I know it wouldn't solve everything, but at least it would help me feel better and give me a sense of pride in being able to improve my life and my mother's. It's like I've thrown away 2 years of my life. I just want to disappear. I feel that pain with everybody else. Look, when this person said he's lost 100,000, you know, usually, friends, most of the time, they're not just holding. They're actually like, they've traded a lot. They've chased narratives. You can just tell, you can see through it, man. Like maybe a bit of pump fun in here. Maybe you're chasing too many meme coin narratives. Oh, is it Solana? No, it's Tron. Now it's going to be another layer 2. What's going on? Like, I know, man. Look, we're all correlated, dude. All of us are correlated. Yeah, Solana did the big BB multiplier. It did a 20x. PulseChain did a 2x. Just give you two extremes, right? Tezos does like 20%. You see? We're all correlated. If you hold on, though, you're going to get your number go up. You will, if you hold on. The problem is, friends, these people don't believe. They don't have anybody who's like feeding them friendship and kindness and telling them, hey, this is what I'm doing. Could go to zero. But this is what pretty much I do. That's why, friends, I spent so much time showing you have compound interest working for you in the background. You know that, right? You just wait long enough because they're printing 7% of the money supply per year. 7%. And that is compounding for you in the background. And the market's waking up to that, man. There's not enough coins and tokens out there in the crypto industry to absorb all of that without actually getting a massive price pump. So don't dump your money into chasing narratives. That's ultimately what I'm here to tell you. Pump fund JPEG coins are also all scams. Literally a 99.99% failure rate. All the insiders, evil thieves, they're not even meme coin trading. It's JPEG trading. Okay, so that's what pump fund is, friends. Pump fund is literally just like, it's liquid NFT trading. That's it. It's liquid, useless JPEGs going around that here. I know they use the word memes because remember, memes are hot. Memes go up. Pump fund coins don't go up. They literally just go straight down. You end up getting rugged. And yeah, obviously people in there, they want to keep saying memes. Why? So they can keep dumping on you. But don't trust them, friends, because you should know better. Now, let's have some fun here, right? Say the line. Richard Hart only has one DNA confirmed brother, Shane Hart. Yay! So we are having some fun here, friends. Remember, PulseChain, we have Richard Hart's court case, just to keep everyone, in tune. The court case is here. There's a lot of replying back and forth. Give you an overall summary. There's a lot of things to go through. Pretty much, corrupt SEC, they got really bad lawyers. Okay, they got they're evil, and they're evil, but they're also like a bit incompetent. They get facts wrong. They're not watching videos properly. They're making these like really strange, inconsistent conclusions. Like for example, in one of the conferences, they played Richard Hart on the PowerPoint presentation, right? They played his video, which was pre-recorded, I think. Played an interview or something. And then Corrupt SEC said, see, you are out there speaking to US people. You're marketing towards them. When it was someone playing the video out here. So that's, you know what I mean? Like they're really stretching out stuff. They're really trying to like make things look bad. And look, I'll tell you right now, if Richard didn't have value here, which is 200,000 people, cult, right? Doesn't matter if it's a cult or not, 200,000 people. If he didn't have that many people, yeah, he'd lose. He'd pretty much lose. You know how it is. Like, oh, no one's supporting you. Clearly what you did is bad. But because there are so many people supporting the ecosystem and everything out here, and the corrupt SEC is, friends, I'll tell you right now, of course, price went down before the corrupt SEC, but Richard not showing up, he might say, hey man, I was meant to be streaming all of 2023. I was meant to be streaming literally every single day, but I got word at the end of 2022 that they're coming for me with the sub penis, so I couldn't do anything, right? So he might say, yeah, they did cause a price drop, right? I had so many things planned. I could have done it. So we could have done more updates. So he could always play that card. I don't know if he would have ever really done that card. We don't know. But just showing you that, yeah, the corrupt SEC, they are complicit when it comes to harming investors out here. Should we give up though? No. Look at this. Remember, friends, PulseChain could also get a forced alt season. Okay, and I know I'll just tell everyone these numbers because I was around here. I'll do all the numbers in our research. You're very, very welcome. I know a lot of people are welcome. They keep their elbows very, very sharp. Yes, Avalanche, friends. Remember, in September 2021, which I go back and I'll show you, you can go back to this chart out here. I know it doesn't look like much. When you go back to the Bitcoin chart, you look at September 2021, it's actually here. So you go and you just check it. You're like, oh, where is September? There is September 2021. Funny, it was actually, friends, literally just a red candle. So you can't see much here. But in this month, man, in this month, Avalanche Foundation gave a $180 million incentive program out. They gave it out, different dexes and everything, and they did, you know, Avalanche season. Now, it wasn't even real money. And what I mean by that, it just gave you tokens. They gave them out tokens, and it's given out over time. So what I mean by real money, it's not like they didn't hand out USDC or Ethereum. They're like, hey, here's our token. Hope you don't dump it. Right, I might end up dumping it eventually, like everything else. But it had a season and went for the month, right? Avalanche season. Everyone brought out the red triangles and everything out here. There's still people there in who believe, right? Avalanche is a gaming chain, right? Which is like, it's meme coins with a product around it, but the market is not paying it premium prices for it. So just a reminder, yeah, games are meme coins with a product attached. Hey, there's a meme here, but once again, we are not rushing in for that because you can't be early. Because what I've discovered with telling you, we're showing you in crypto, the product is the journey. The product is being with the community, having 10 people, then 1,000 people, then 100,000 people. That's the product itself. Okay, which is it makes no sense to all these other stock market boomer people because they're like, oh my gosh, that makes no sense because remember, even Warren Buffett says, oh, if I give you a checking account paper, the checking account has no value. Okay, it's what the money I'm sending you has value. That's why he says Bitcoin has no use case or no value. He says because you're just sending a checking account. He goes, the ledger's worth nothing. I think the ledger's worth something. I think there's a network around it and people believe in a story that much that they refuse to sell. Now, he said this back in 2018, by the way. So Bitcoin is up 20x from that point when it crashed to 3K up to 60K. So as you can see, he's wrong. Because friends, crypto is not stocks. We are not stocks. There is a commodity aspect to it, right? There is a commodity aspect to it. And if people need it and want it, and part of it is a story, then owning part of that commodity actually means something, doesn't it, right? Now, if $180 million of AVAX tokens could force an Altseason in September 2021, well, if Richard's got 170,000 ETH sitting there in PulseChain stack wallet, you know, even if ETH, friends, let's say ETH curses us. Let's say ETH only gets to $7,000. You still have 1.1 billion. You literally have 1.1 billion, 1.2 billion. That's enough, man. That's literally enough. You know, all my calculations to make PulseChain go 100x. That's all you need. But by the way, it's not one pool. A lot of you guys have said to me that you've calculated the amount of money and you actually make the coin go up 300x. No, you're doing one coin. Okay, so if you think he's just going to pump Pulse 300x and nothing else, okay, well, you know, I've got to see evidence of that. I think most likely he's just going to spread everything else out there, and you can get everything up 88x or 100x. And guess what? That's 500 million needed. There's still 700 million spare. So he could be fighting $500 million of people exiting to get there. But it's going to be a bit weird to think about because if everyone's looking for an exit up there, what's the reason to hold on? That's why, friends, I don't think this thing's going to play out like everyone thinks. Maybe there's just less euphoria. Maybe we get the Tron chart, right, where we glide over time. ChainLink, the token is needed, friends. So it's funny, man. You know, ChainLink, friends, it's amazing to see its horrible price performance because, like, a lot of, you know, funny Link Marines, friends, I've been telling them so much. It's hard to compute in their minds because they don't watch my video. PulseChain community, everyone knows this, right? And it's pretty much, there's so much evidence for this as well. When you're looking at cycle 2 coins, this is what you get, man. A cycle 2 coin can't do anything, man. You're cycle 2. You are pooped. Matic, everything. And yes, there are a few cycle 2 coins, five cycle 2 coins that did well in the bear market. 5 out of 500. That's literally 1% of them. ChainLink wasn't one of them. Unfortunately, BNB was one of them. Okay, BNB wasn't ChainLink this time because BNB got Binance pumping up the coin in the background. Also, to remind you again, whenever I talk like this, Casper community come out and say, hey, Casper rallied in a bear market. Yes, Casper's amazing. Did a 700x in a bear market. The problem with Casper, it's not even a problem. It's just cycle 1 coin. You're not even in the stats. So you could not cheer Casper in 2021. It didn't exist. So that's why I'm telling you, Casper will now be a cycle 2 coin, right? Next year, it's at the top. I'm just telling you, hey, as we get older, you're now a cycle 2 coin. Okay, so it's not even not a real problem, but it's just showing you that you don't know what new coins are going to exist, friends. So in 2025 next year, we can't take a bet on which coin's going to do well as a new coin in 2026, 2027, because they don't exist yet, because it keeps morphing and adapting to whatever the product market fit shows. So ChainLink, friends, obviously has all these partnerships and sponsorships, and it's used everywhere, oracles. It's literally leveling up the whole of crypto. DeFi relies on it, and still the price action is shocking. But you can't forget this, friends. You can't forget this part. Matic is a perfect example. All right, friends, what I'm going to do now, friends, I'm just going to play for you some wonderful Pokemon Journey music, okay? This is very important. No matter what you do, if you're a Cycle 2 coin, man, there's literally just a 99% chance you're wrecked, okay? This is Matic, friends. Matic, after 3.5 years, down 88%. 3.5 years. Okay, now, Polygon Matic, it's such an interesting case because it has to be a gold standard in the next cycle. Okay, look at this. They were the darling of crypto in 2021, and they were so much of a darling that, you know, man, I made 100 something X in it. I don't even know what I made, 70X, whatever it was. So it was down 93% against ETH. Okay, look. And friends, if you have a scarcity mindset, you think it's over. Essentially, see, it's down 93% ETH, Indian dudes dumping on you. Then it ran 39X against ETH. This number total was about 180X. That's right, 180 times your money from this arrow to up here. That's what ended up happening, 180. So it's down 93% against Ethereum. Everyone's like, it's over, scammers. And then it went up, okay? If you don't believe in your altcoins, you've lost already, okay? But the story just doesn't end there, right? Check it out here. Look, friends. Today, right, Matic down 88%. But look at this. Look at all the things they did right in the bear market. They had Ethereum Maxi approval. They were a layer 2 chain, so Ethereum friendly. They were Vitalik approved. They built in the bear market. They even bribed Ethereum ICO investors. So they did so many things, friends. They're popular. They're sponsored, listed everywhere. Still down 88% after 3.5 years. Okay, so it wasn't enough to break correlations and cycle behavior. And you get to see, man, crypto, yes, has a lot of disappointments out here. But hey, it's not done. You can't, it's a cycle, man. So we always think of the cycles, we always say it's over. And yeah, friends, it does feel over. It's like, man, 3.5 years for nothing. I get it. But to be honest, we can't judge the performance until the next up part comes. Okay, now I just get upset because I know it's going to be diminished. But an up part is coming. But I know it will be diminished. So I'm torn between two worlds. So here's the thing. I don't really know if it could like undiminish, but you know what I mean. The market caps, they're much bigger now. Liquidity's thicker to move. I don't think we're going to... They've been diminishing every cycle. Why is this one not going to be different? We're just going to get trillions of people that come in. It's not going to happen, right? It's all about that growth rate. That growth rate is slowing down. Remember, Bitcoin used to be 420% per year for 5 years. Compounded. Then it went to 70%. Now it's down to 40%, right? Same as altcoins. It's the same thing. It's going down over time. So that's just crypto, right? In the short-term games, even in one cycle games, really. Top 10% win, bottom 90% lose, and they stay caught holding the bag. A lot of people, they don't make as much. They buy back in, and they're trapped anyway, so they don't get as much out of it. So some coins, right, they're going to make them back. Stay with the strong communities. That's all we can really do. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.